Hi everyone, I'm Gina from the Children's Museum of Green Bay, and today we are making salt dough. To make salt dough, you are going to need salt, flour, water, and we're going to use a cookie cutter to make a shape out of our dough as well. All right, let's get started. So grab a bowl, and then you're going to need to get your flour, and you need a half cup of flour. I'm going to put that right into my bowl. All right. Then I'm going to have a 1/4 cup of salt. That's half the amount of salt. I'll pour that in. And lastly, we're going to add a 1/4 cup as well of water. Now, with my water, I'm going to add about half of it to start, not all of it. Okay, and then I'm going to stir it around. Mix it all together. This is like cooking. What we're making is a dough. It's going to be like cookie dough kind of, but it's not going to taste like cookie dough. So don't taste it. It's going to be pretty salty. It's going to be a decoration that we're making instead. And we want it to be really, easy to squish, not crumbly and not sticky. So that's the consistency we're looking for. I just mixed all my water in and it's still really crumbly, so I'm gonna add the rest of my water. If I mix all of that in and it's still very crumbly, I'll add a little bit more water, but you don't wanna add too much at a time, otherwise it'll get too wet and sticky. And if that happens, then you're gonna need more flour again. All right, if you're going with your spoon, it's still kind of not getting formed together, get in there with your hands. That's what I'm going to do, because that really works the best, that you can really smush it together, and it feels good too. It's going to be like Play-Doh. All right, so mine's pretty good. I'm going to get all that flour in there so it's not too sticky, and then we're going to roll it out to make some shapes. All right, now I am getting a cutting board here to put my dough out onto. If you have a placemat or any kind of parchment paper, something that you can put down that you can put the dough on so that it doesn't stick. Now I'm going to give you a little tip. If you have flour at your house, grab some flour, a little bit, and sprinkle it on the surface that you're doing this so that your dough doesn't stick to it. That'll work really well. I'm going to take half of my dough to start and put it down on my board here and push down on it. I want to make it flat. If you really want to make it smooth and roll it out, if you have a rolling pin, you can roll that over. If you don't have a rolling pin, you could use a tin can, like a soup can or a cup. I have my salt container here, which is actually perfect, and I can roll that on top of it because I like it better when it's smooth. All right, now I'm gonna grab my cookie cutter. I have this heart cookie cutter here, and I'm gonna push it down right in the middle of my dough. Oh, and it came right up, so it didn't stick at all. And then this excess stuff I can just put in my bowl. Okay, I have a lot of extra dough left, so I can make a bunch of these. Now I'm gonna grab a straw and put a little hole in it if you'd like to. That will make this into, we can make it into an ornament. You can hang it somewhere. It could be for Christmas time on a tree, but an ornament can be hung up anytime, anywhere, all the time, right? So it can be just a regular decoration to put up. Okay, now if I wanted to, I could take a toothpick or even a pencil and I could draw on my dough real gently and make some different patterns or write my name. Anything I wanted, and then those things will be dried into the dough. All right, I'm gonna just put some lines in there because then we have to be patient and let our dough dry overnight. So find a safe place for it to go and then check on it the next day, and you want it to be hard. Once it's hard, then you can decorate it. So you could use paint to paint it or a marker to color on it and put some color onto it. And also then you could use a string to put right through the hole to hang it up. So we're gonna let it dry and come back to do that. All right, we are back. So we let our salt dough dry. Again, it could take a day, even more than a day if you have a pretty thick dough. If you would rather not wait the couple days to let it dry, you could also bake your salt dough. And if you do that, you'll want to put it on a cookie sheet and line it with some foil and bake it for about 30 to 40 minutes at 325 degrees. All right, and then it'll come out warm. If you decide to bake it, make sure that you get parent permission first. All right, once they've come out, let them cool if you put them in the oven, and then it's time to decorate. So I decorated a few of mine here, and I already put some string on them. So that one, and this one. Whoop. And lastly, I did that one with some polka dots. This is so much fun to do the decorating part. And like I said, you could do it with paint, but it's very easy to just do with markers and a little bit less messy. So I'm gonna decorate mine right here. Is another one that was not decorated yet. So I'm just gonna take my markers and start coloring. These are great to, like I said, decorate your house. Of course, they'd be awesome for a Christmas tree, but also great gifts. So if you wanna give it to a family member or maybe a neighbor, it'd be so fun to leave it on a neighbor's door handle, probably brighten their day. One batch of dough makes several of these ornaments, so you can really make them for multiple people, and you can make different shapes too. If you didn't want to roll it out and make cookie cutter shapes, you can also make more 3D sculptures as well. It's a lot of different options with that. Almost finished. I'm going to do my last section here, and then we are going to put the string on. So remember, we put a little hole in ours with a straw. So if you did do that and wanted to make it into an ornament, then here we go. It is time to put that in. Now this one, you can see the different sections. I took a pencil and drew those lines. So you can tell that those lines were dried right in there. Okay, time to put some string on it. So I'm gonna cut my string and put it right through the hole. Okay. Make it come through. Come here, string. There we go. And then tie it at the top. And you have your completed ornament. There we go. I have a whole bunch of them now to brighten people's day. All right, well, have fun making your salt dough. Play well, learn well, and be well. We will see you next time. Bye.